The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.
For over 35 years, the Cacciatore family has provided state-of-the-art auto collision repairs. V&J Auto Body is not only certified to repair all makes and models, V&J is one of the few auto body repair shops certified by Tesla to repair and recalibrate their automobiles, as well as other electric and hybrid vehicles. Detailed repairs combined with award-winning concierge service makes V&J the only choice for your collision repair needs. V&J will pick up your automobile wherever on Long Island you are, provide you with a rental, and deliver your vehicle when the job is complete. Too good to be true? Visit VJAutobody.com. That's VJAutobody.com. Come over and meet the crew. VJ Auto Body's 2 state-of-the-art facilities are equipped with the latest technologies in auto repair. Let V&J communicate with your insurance company for you and deliver back to you a detailed, perfectly repaired vehicle. Contact V&J Auto Body by visiting VJAutobody.com or call 631-226-0070. That's 631-226-0070. All right. Hello again. It's your wonderful, humble host, Peter Crouch, for Crash Course Radio on the amazing 103.9 radio here in the beautiful downtown area of Bohemia, Long Island, MacArthur Airport. Hey, I said last week, I made a big announcement that we had crossed a threshold, right? We were on the air for 1 year. And an even bigger thing happened simultaneously is we were picked up by another sponsor, and we will be live and kicking for another year. All right, folks, I tell you, not only didn't I see radio on the horizon for Collision Services Network, but I didn't think we would be able to get this thing going as great as we have. So that's really great news. It's good for us. It's even better for you folks out there, right, the consumers, because that means we get to keep doing what we've been doing all along, which is what? It's educating and informing everybody, right? You know the mantra by now if you've been listening to the show, right? We're giving you information and knowledge you need and can use, and advice you can trust. And that is absolutely true, all right? Especially when it comes to the insurance industry, insurance products, and the collision and auto body, okay? And, same with our other client businesses, right? The personal injury lawyers and the auto insurance brokers, all right? But, we focus on the insurance end of it and the collision end of it. All right, the areas that touch our things that touch our lives, and we just don't spend a lot of time thinking about it. Right. So what we do here is we bring the mundane and the unthinkable to the forefront, and we hopefully make people scratch their head and go, hey, I never thought about that, or I never really never gave that much thought, or I don't think about that often, but we should, right? So that's one of the amazing things we do here is we get to talk to you folks every Tuesday afternoon. Okay, this is a live show. All right, it's a 1-hour live show. And also another thing we're doing here, I did announce this last week. I'll just bring it up again. Always looking to try and grow the show, expand the show, and, keep moving things forward. So we changed up the format a little bit. All right, got a little more on the organized side. So some of the segments now, all right, one of the things we decided to do is we have a dedicated segment to our sponsor, all right, V&J Auto Body. V&J Auto Body, thank you very much, all right, to Chandler and James Verone. Thank you guys for believing in what we're doing, all right, and for all your support, all right, really appreciate it. That's our amazing sponsor. It's also my employer where I work, all right. As I like to say here behind this not-so-golden mic, all right, we'll call it a we'll call it a nickel palladium mic. Maybe we'll get it to be gold one day. Anyway, I'm not just a talking head, right? Not some academic guy here, all right, chewing the fat or, reading things out of a book. I'm actually working in this industry, all right, and I do this on a daily basis, right, and I help people every day. And, it's within that context of helping people, though, is where the frustration is also found, okay, because many people that come into our facility are just, very either uneducated or uninformed, that type of stuff there. So we're helping everybody, all right, by informing you and educating you and giving you the information you need. But, like I like to say, information is great. Remember the old cliches from the 80s and then the 90s somewhat, right? Everything was a cliche, and then they had the thing empowerment, right? Everybody's going to get empowered. Women are going to be empowered. People are going to be empowered. And that's good. Sounds great, right? And it does have some real life application. But I like to go one step further and say having information is wonderful, right? In fact, a professor of mine in I think it was my MBA class. Yeah, one of my MBA classes. She happily informed me that, you could be the smartest guy in the room. And if you don't have the right connections or you're simply not in the right position in that company, then you might as well be the dumbest person there because your views, your opinions, your knowledge, your ideas, your thought, none of this is ever going to translate into reality, right? Because you have no effective means of communicating it, right? So what we like to say here is, information's great, and you should always want to get as much information as you can before you make critical decisions, right? But knowing what to do and where to go with that information, I think, is paramount, all right? And that's what hopefully we're doing here on Crash Course Radio. I'm also the owner and creator of Collision Services Network. Please go to collisionservicesnetwork.com, all right, often. Get familiar with our site. There you will find our network of amazing partners across an entire spectrum of the industry, of course, collision services and auto body, all right, as well as personal injury attorneys, auto insurance broker. All right, right now we have one. I am desperately trying to sign somebody for Nassau County. Hang in there, folks. We're working on that. All right, and so you have the amazing auto body shops that we have on there, right? These folks on there, all right, they were picked, all right, they were put on our network for a reason, folks. All right, they're going to fix your car the way you want it, not the way the insurance companies do. All right, and we've talked about that often here. It's a very, very important distinction. All right, so that's collisionservicesnetwork.com. So please go there. I just click on it, take a look. And if you would, please opine. All right, we're very interested in feedback. All right, to see, what people think. Are we heading in the right direction with that? Or, should we be looking at other things? Okay, so on that vein, I want to move ahead here. As I said, I'm excited about how we set the show up. All right, the final segment of the show is going to be open mic. And what we're going to do with that every Tuesday afternoon, we're going to basically open that up to the folks out there, and you guys can call in and give us your opinion on the topic of the day. All right, and that topic today is going to be around this idea of copays. All right, I really want to get everybody's feedback on that. We'll talk a little more about that as we head into the last segment. Copays, right? Everybody starts getting the jitters and everybody starts getting a nervous tick. We all know about copays and co-insurance with health. Yeah, well, can you believe it? Some wise guys somewhere across the country in more than one state, all right, have already came up with this as a novel idea to offset, all right, their cost. Okay, the guy fixing your car wants you to help him offset his cost. So we're going to talk about that, and then I want to get your opinion on that. All right, so today I just want to, I want to focus on deductibles a little bit here, okay, for the remainder of the first segment. All right, because deductibles remain this nefarious type of thing, right? It's interesting because when we take out insurance, we're always asked about the deductible, right? How much you want to pay. Now, your insurance broker or your agent will usually be less than disingenuous and will, suggest to you that you take a very high deductible, right? Helps lower the cost of your premium. And don't worry about it. If you get in an accident, the guys will help you out. The body shops will help you out, right? We'll get to that in a second about the old body shop guys going to help you out, right? Nobody's going to help you out if you don't go to the body shops that we have on our network, collisionservicesnetwork.com, right? We talked about that. If you choose an insurance company shop, folks, you're going to pay a deductible and much more, all right? But we'll talk about that. Hey, so here goes the textbook definition, all right, of deductible, okay? A deductible is an amount that you agree to be responsible for in the event of a loss under the coverage of your policy. It is the amount of money you will first be responsible for before the insurance company begins to cover any costs. So this is, when you took out the policy, right, this is what you told the insurance guys you were going to pay. All right, folks, I see this every day, all week long. All right, people come in, they got an accident, I do the intake. What's your deductible? What do you mean? Or, I get, I don't know. Okay, those aren't good answers. All right, this is money that you told the insurance guys you were going to pay, no problem. In fact, by telling them that, you actually agreed to have that money set aside. No kidding. Financial security laws in most states mandate that deductible amount is supposed to be in a bank account somewhere. Can you believe that? Okay, that's the reality of how that was set up. Now, of course, you and I both know that's not where it is, right? But at any rate, you really need to do a better job of being familiar with that. When you have an accident, your car insurance company will pay for damages up to your policy's limit. Regardless of how serious the accident is, you will only need to pay your auto deductible. For example, if you are in an accident and you have $5,000 worth of damage, all right, and your deductible is $500, you pay $500. The insurance company pays $4,500. All right, higher deductible policies come with lower annual premiums in exchange for the higher out-of-pocket expenses. Deductibles only apply to coverage types that pay your damages, such as collision or comprehensive. All right. Deductibles do not apply to liability insurance. All right? In other words, if you damage somebody else's property, you don't have a deductible. Right? Your insurance is going to cover them. Many of Collision Services Network's client business collision facilities offer deductible discounts and other premiums to Collision Services Network customers. Right? We talked about that. All right, so there's the music. That means the first segment is ended already. I tell you, when you're having so much excitement, how much fun, time just flies. I can't keep up with it anymore. Hey, folks, when we come back, we're going to do the spotlight. All right, that's another thing we started up here a couple months ago. All right, so I will see you on the other end of the break. All right, and we are back with more excitement than anyone should be legally entitled to. This is Crash Course Radio with your humble host, Peter Krausch. Welcome, everyone, to the show. If you are a frequent listener, regular listener, thank you for your support. We definitely appreciate that. If you're somebody just stopping by, you're turning the dial on your radio and you're listening to me, well, welcome to the show. All right, and stick around. You're going to learn a little something here and be scratching your head, hopefully, okay? Hey, folks, this is a live show, all right? So if you want to talk to little old me, you can do that at 631-451-1039. That is 631-451-1039. We were talking about deductibles and, how it's kind of like the little known, it's the thing that everybody knows about but doesn't know about. I don't know if I'm putting it right. I mean, I get so many people that'll come in and, like I said, I'll ask them what their deductible is, and they'll scratch their head, or they'll be like, "Oh, I don't know," or they'll give me an amount. "Oh, I think it's $500," when really it's $1,000 or it's $1,500. And it's funny, but it's not, because again, these are things that we agree to be responsible for. So we really need to be a lot more involved in that. Okay, we need to have a lot more personal involvement when it comes to the issue of deductibles. All right, and I was reading you a textbook description of that, okay? I didn't paraphrase it, all right? I didn't editorialize it or anything like that. It was coming right out of the old insurance handbook, all right, about what a deductible is and how that binds the two parties, you and the insurance company, and who's responsible for what. But now I want to just dive a little deeper into that, all right, because I want to try and dispel some of the rumors here. Now, we talked about this months ago, but I just felt that it needed to be brought up again. All right, so there's always this kind of mystique about the deductible, right? That somehow if you don't pay for it, you're going to be legally liable for some nefarious entity out there, or you're going to be committing, grand larceny. When I was working for the insurance companies, some of the underexperienced adjusters would like to say, "Oh, they're committing insurance fraud." Okay, I mean, when you even think about that, insurance fraud, how would that ever tie into a deductible, right? But these are a lot of the things that are out there, and they all get attached to the deductible. Okay, well, most of them are wrong. All right, I'm here to tell you that. All right? In fact, 99% of that stuff is wrong. Okay, yes, it is a legal contract between you and your insurance company, right? That's what our auto policy is. It's a legal contract, right? It stipulates what you're going to do, what the insurance guys are going to do. And within that context, you agree to certain things as well as they do. They're agreeing to a lot more things, right, than you are. But one of those is a deductible. And what it simply says is that, hey, you picked X amount of dollars. You got no problem with that. If you wrap your car around the pole, hey, no problem. I'm going to fork over $1,000. You guys cover the rest. That's the agreement. So with that in mind, all right, that is a contract issue. All right. It's not a legal issue. What I mean by legal is it's not a criminal issue. All right. And by the way, when you have a loss, okay, this is what I mean, how we're going to get people to think about things that they don't normally think about here. When you have a loss, all right, the insurance company, they withhold that deductible amount. Right? You have $5,000 in damage. You bring your estimate to me, say, Pete, I want you to fix my car. Great. And they turn around, they say, hey, you know, they gave me $5,000. And I look at it and I say, well, they gave you $4,500. You have to give me $5,000. Right? So that's how that works. But if you don't pay me the $500, you didn't commit any crime. If I fix your car for $4,500, but the insurance guys wrote $5,000, and I fix your car for $4,500, and I say to you, hey, you know what, Frank, don't worry about it. All right, we're going to give you a discount. We're going to extend a discount to you for being a great customer and for coming here and for trusting us to fix your car. And you know what? The negotiations went so well, Frank. Frank is just a name I'm pulling out of a hat here. That you know, we can do that. All right. So these are a lot of the nefarious things that circulate around the deductible issue. All right. So you know, it's basically. What's said here is, you know, not paying your deductible is not a crime. Okay? That's right. When your insurance company appraises your vehicle's damages and reaches an agreed price with one of Collision Services Network's 5-star collision facilities, the dollar amount that you agree to pay in the event of a loss to your covered vehicle is withheld or deducted, hence deductible, from the total estimated cost to repair your vehicle. Your personal auto policy is a contract between you and the insurance company. It defines the actions and expectations of both parties to that contract. Like any other contract, it is legally binding on both parties. So your insurance contract is defined under contract law and is generally a civil matter should any disputes arise or a breach of contract be declared by either party. What this all means for most of the public is that insofar as the insurance company is concerned, when they deduct, all right, when they withhold your dollar amount, all right, or the agreed upon dollar amount, that is your deductible, from your settlement prior to issuing you a check, you have fulfilled your contractual legal obligation. All right, that is, you have paid your deductible. It's as simple as that, folks. Simple as that. That money is withheld right out of the payment. All right, and that's why I can say, sitting behind this mic today, that yours truly participated in a movement by the insurance industry many years ago to squash an effort by the auto body industry here on Long Island, all right, where they were trying to establish a voucher system where you would basically have to pay your deductible up front, bring the voucher to the body shop. The body shop then could take that voucher, submit it directly to insurance company A, B, or C, and they would be reimbursed for the deductible. Well, guess what? The insurance companies launched an all-out public assault on that and legal assault. All right, they dialed up all their cronies up in Albany, and the whole thing got squashed. All right, quite simply, folks, they're not interested. All right, they're not interested at all. As far as they're concerned, once they cut that check, they write $10,000 in damages, and you told them, hey, I'm going to pay $1,000 of that. You got it, Mr. Jones. Here's $9,000. Good luck. They don't even really care where you get your car fixed. In fact, they don't even care if you get your car fixed. In fact, I would go one step forward, I would go one step further by the way they operate today, right? With these direct repair programs, these photo estimates, right? These photo estimates are horrendous. Right? We talk about that all the time. They're incentivizing what? People not to get their car fixed. They're hoping you guys take the money and run. All right. So coming back to the deductible, they withhold the deductible. Right? They withhold it from your settlement. So as far as they're concerned, you paid it, and they don't want to get involved in that. That's it. Plain and simple. Now, if you go to an insurance-sponsored shop, you're going to pay it. Okay? And you might pay some more, either in frustration, aggravation, or financially. That's why you're going to go to collisionservicesnetwork.com. That's collisionservicesnetwork.com. You're going to pick one of our network partners, all right, one of our amazing collision auto body partners on our network. And those folks are going to fix your car the way you want it, not the way the insurance company do. And most importantly, they'll more than most likely be able to extend a deductible discount to you. All right? And that pretty much sums up the discussion on deductibles. All right. I mean, we can go on and on and on. We get into the certification process, and maybe we can talk about that in another show. And that is something else we can work into that. But suffice it to say, that's the mystique on the deductible. All right. Hey, speaking of insurance, all right, Kaplan Lawyers. Folks, these guys are the best. All right. They're one of our personal injury partners on our network. And if you find yourself injured in an auto accident, a slip and fall, any type of thing like that, a contractor issue, you got to call these guys. All right, Kaplan Lawyers. They're located in all the boroughs of Manhattan. They're in Syosset and Jericho. All right, and they can be reached at 516-801-6363. That's 516-801-6363. Ask for Richie Sabatino. Richie and his team over there are going to take really good care of you. All right, these guys are the best in the business, and that's why they're on collisionservicenetwork.com. All right, so if you need that kind of help, you know who you're going to call. All right, on that vein, looks like we're getting to the end of another segment. All right, so I guess I'll see you folks on the other end, and we'll continue the conversation. The Cacciatore family has provided state-of-the-art auto collision repairs. V&J Auto Body is not only certified to repair all makes and models, V&J is one of the few auto body repair shops certified by Tesla to repair and recalibrate their automobiles as well as other electric and hybrid vehicles. Detailed repairs combined with award-winning concierge service makes V&J the only choice for your collision repair needs. V&J will pick up your automobile wherever on Long Island you are, provide you with a rental, and deliver your vehicle when the job is complete. Too good to be true? Visit VJAutobody.com. That's VJAutobody.com. Come over and meet the crew. VJ Auto Body's 2 state-of-the-art facilities are equipped with the latest technologies in auto repair. Let V&J communicate with your insurance company for you and deliver back to you a detailed, perfectly repaired vehicle. Contact V&J Auto Body by visiting VJAutobody.com or call 631-226-0070. That's 631-226-0070. All right, welcome back, everyone, to Crash Course Radio with your humble host, Peter Crouch, having more fun than anybody should legally be allowed to, and frustrating the heck out of the insurance guys with one arm tied behind my back. It's raw talent. I don't know where it comes from, but we'll take it. And so I'm the owner and founder of Collision Service Network. That's collisionservicenetwork.com, and we like to say that Crash Course Radio is an extension of that. And we are, by fact, the voice of the privately owned and operated auto body industry here on Long Island. Nobody else can claim that mantle anymore. We've been on the air for a year, and we will be here for another year. And yes, we are the voice because we speak directly to you, the folks, every Tuesday afternoon, live 3 to 4. Speaking of live, if you'd like to talk to me, you can do so right now at 631-451-1039. That's 631-451-1039. Whatever's on your mind, if it involves insurance, collision, auto body, personal injury lawyer, auto insurance, buying auto insurance, filing a claim, if you've already had a claim filed, all right, if you're scratching your head about everything that involves this stuff, give us a call. Let me know. See if we can help you. We had a couple people call in last week. We were able to help them out. That's what we do. That's what we're about here. All right. And, we do that every Tuesday afternoon, and we love doing it. Love talking to the folks. Hey, I just want to tie up that last segment. I know I got a little long in the tooth there about deductibles. It's just one of those things, being in this industry for 30 years, that always struck me. It's a pretty personal thing, right? The deductible. I mean, this is a amount of money you're guaranteeing somebody you're going to pay in the event that, you bang up your car or something happens to it, right? Act of God, tree falls on it. So the takeaway here, folks, there is this, all right? Not paying your deductible may be a moral issue, all right, but it is not a criminal issue, okay? The only time criminality might become an issue with that is if, there's enhancement of damages or misrepresentation, in conjunction with inflation of the claim, that type of stuff there. But when you choose one of our amazing auto body shops off our network, all right, and you have a Collision Service Network professional that will ensure you get the advice and guidance you need to file your claim accurately and properly, and to ensure you receive the full dollar amount of your claim. All right? And that's the truth, folks, right there. And that's why we say all the time that how you report your claim, all right, from the beginning is oftentimes will decide, your whole experience, all right, and the outcome, all right, whether you're going to have a positive one or a negative one. All right, choosing one of CSN's body shops will represent your interests, negotiate on your behalf, and ensure that your vehicle is repaired consistent with your expectations and not the insurance companies. All right, so bottom line, deductibles, yeah, it's a contractual thing. You told the insurance guys you're going to pay it. All right, but insofar as your broker, your agent saying, hey, take a $2,000 deductible, man, the body shops are going to help you with that. All right, that's an immoral issue to me. Okay, that's an immoral issue, folks. All right, that is a large sum of money by anybody's expectations, and just to make the assumption that that's going to be picked up by somebody else, that's, not fair in the least, and it could be something else in the worst. All right, the other thing I want you to do, too, is don't take my word for it, though. A lot of these insurance companies today, they have these calculators on there, right? Premium calculations and that. Go in there and mess around with that, and you'll be very surprised, okay? Most of the times, anything over $500 is not saving you a lot of money on your premium, folks. It just isn't. All right? So you get more of these people picking $1,500 deductibles, $2,000 deductibles. Sounds good, right? And the guy that sold you the policy looks like a hero, but it's not really shaving off a lot on the cost side. All right, so do yourself a favor and take a hard look at that. Remember, we like to say here, you got to be really honest with yourself when it comes to asking the tough questions in this type of deal here with insurance and auto body. All right, just like I say all the time about if your car gets repaired at an insurance company shop, all right, and things happen, which unfortunately they do. All right, is that guy going to be is he going to be in your corner, or is he going to be in the insurance company's corner? I don't know. Maybe he's going to be in your corner. Maybe you're the last straw for him. And, he's getting ready to kick them out the door. Great. But more often than not, that's not going to be the case. All right. They're simply not going to spite the hand that's feeding them. All right. So we want to be very careful with that. So on that note, hang on one second. Just looking at my production manager here. He's waving frantically in the windows. Oh, I'm sorry. He's gasping for air. Okay. He's okay, though. At any rate, so that's it on the deductible issue. All right. Hey, we're going to go into the final segment. All right. And that's going to be the open mic segment. So I want to set that up right now. 631-451-1039. All right. Topic today is copays for auto repairs. All right. I'm not kidding you. You can't make this stuff up. It was in Repair Driven News. Why you might owe a copay for your auto repairs. All right. So what do you think about that? You think this is a good idea? All right. I don't know. Who do you think should pay copays? All right. Do you think we should pay them? I have my opinion on that, and I'll give it to you in the final segment. All right. But I want somebody out there's got to be scratching their head, and it was got to be getting worked up over this. All right. So in on top of your deductible, I'm not kidding you, folks. Some body shops, all right, right now across the country, and this is getting legs. All right, I've actually contrived this idea that on top of your deductible, they want to now also ask you for co-pays, right? I mean, I'm getting a nervous tick just thinking about it because I'm thinking about health insurance. All right, so 631-451-1039. All right, we want to get your take on that. What do you think about that? Do you think that's something that body shops, should be entertaining? Do you think that that's, ridiculous? And looks like we have Steve on the phone from Mastic. Steve, welcome to Crash Course Radio. What's on your mind, Steve?
Thank you, brother. I'm just calling about, we have Geico insurance, my wife and I. And I know I'm not asking a question about what you're talking about now, but, every year it seems to go up. My wife has an exceptional record. 45 years, 50 years she's been driving. Never a ticket, never an accident.
Well, I got to tell you, Steve, there's a lot of things that go to unpack there. But I will tell you this. Unfortunately, right now, we're all going to get hit with premium increases because of inflation. All right, they've already set the bar on that. They've already let everybody know. Geico is a discount insurance company, okay? And like most discount insurance companies, when you take out a policy with them, you're getting a rate that is, in most cases, below market value. right? And what they mean by that is if you're going with some of the mainline guys, then you're generally expected to pay less than what the prevailing rate would be. And the trade-off would be, of course, is if you get in an accident or something, they're going to raise your rate right away. But insofar as Geico themselves, they are a discount insurance company, all right, and they are very price and cost sensitive, all right? So any changes to that market, all right, will cause them to change their premium, all right? So even though you might be seeing a premium increase, all right, and I'm sure you are because we're all going to, all right, that premium increase is still most likely below market value. All right, so it's below what you would expect to be paying if you were with any of the more mainline type of insurance companies. All right, so that's the short version on that. There could be some other more technicalities involved there, but in a general sense, that's the thing with the Progressives and the Geicos. All right, is they are their business model is discount insurance, right, and that's how they compete. So when anything causes that to move, all right, then they have to adjust rates. And in this case here, everybody's adjusting their rates. All right, so Geico's not going to be any different. However, you're most likely still paying below what the average person is paying.
Okay, well, when I called Geico and told them, I said, okay, you upped it, I think it was $72 from the last 6 months.
Right, yeah.
And they're like, it's because we're getting a lot of claims in New York. And I told him, I said, well, listen, none of the claims are coming from us, though.
I like that, Steve. I tell you. You know what? That's great. I love that answer. That was a good answer, Steve.
Give up the rates of the people who are making the claim.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, yes, I agree. But insurance doesn't work that way. Go ahead when after we hang up with you, you Google the law of relative numbers, all right, and probability. Have fun with that one. All right, and then that'll give you a little idea why Geico's raising your rates, even though you didn't have an accident. All right, hey folks, that was a great call from Steve. Steve, we appreciate it. Keep listening, Steve. We appreciate your listening to the show. Let your friends and family know about us. All right, and hey, we're going to be cruising into the final segment. All right, so let's get some phone calls on that question. All right, co-pays, folks. They want us to pay more. All right, welcome back again to Crash Course Radio with your host, Peter Crouch, also the owner and founder of Collision Service Network. Go to collisionservicenetwork.com today and often. Stay informed, stay educated, and get the information and knowledge you need and can use. All right, and you'll find lots of advice there as well. All right, and of course, you can always reach us at 631-452-2569. Speaking about reaching us, you can do that right now at 631-451-1039. We're in the final segment and is open mic. That's right. What that means is that we have a topic out there. All right. I actually mentioned it already. Okay. So co-pays. Folks, this is already going on. Okay. That's what's really scary. This is already happening in other parts of the country. Apparently, some body shops have contrived this idea, all right? They must have adopted it from the health insurance industry because I got a nervous tick when I saw this. You see co-pays, co-insurance, deductible, right? It's like you got to get hit by a Mack truck or something before your health insurance pays you a dime. So apparently, some body shops have come up with this as a way to deflect costs that they either have to absorb or weren't able to recover. In my opinion, it's because they just didn't negotiate effectively. So they feel like they're going to pass that on to you. All right. So what does everybody think about that? I really want somebody to call me, and I know people are going to have an opinion on this. All right. It is getting legs, which means, eventually it's going to make its way here in some form or fashion. All right. 631-451-1039. Co-pays, folks. Everybody should be getting a nervous tick like me. All right. So including on top of your deductible, they want to now come up with this concept of a copay. So you'll pay the deductible, and then you're going to also pay basically what? The cost difference. So if the guy said I needed $6,000 to fix your car, but he was only able to get $5,500 from the insurance company guy, all right? On top of the $500 you have to pay him for your deductible, he now wants you to pay the difference. All right? That's going to be a copay. All right? I have my opinion on that. but I want to get your opinion on it. 631-451-1039. Do you think that's a good idea, a bad idea, and an idea that maybe just needs to be modified? I mean, how do you feel about that? All right. I know how I feel about it. Okay. And it's not good. Okay. Because collisionservicesnetwork.com partners, all right, if you need a body shop and you go to our network, you're gonna be able to choose a partner there. All right, one of our amazing network partners, one of our amazing collision auto body guys, and they are going to negotiate effectively, and they are going to represent your interests, not the interests of the insurance companies, and they are going to get an agreed price, all right, a price that accurately reflects the damages to your car and what's needed, necessary, and required to restore that vehicle to pre-loss condition, which means the only thing you're going to be responsible for is your deductible. However, because you choose a collisionservicesnetwork.com auto body shop, most likely you'll be receiving a deductible discount, all right, which means with any luck, you'll either be paying a percentage of that or maybe none of it. All right, and there is the material difference, folks, between going with the shop, 21st century shop, all right, a professional shop, a shop with professional and educated staff, all right, that understands and is well versed in the insurance side of things as well as the auto body. That is the difference there, okay? And this is also the difference now with this copay stuff, all right? If you don't choose one of the shops that we work with, you might choose a shop that not only wants you to pay deductible, but he also wants you to help pay for the things that he couldn't get paid for, all right? I mean, what do you think about that, right? You're getting your car fixed somewhere, so this guy just doesn't know how to negotiate, right? So rather than improve his negotiation skills or improve his knowledge base so he's more effective at dealing with the insurance companies, so he's more likely to recover the exact amount of dollars that he needs to fix your car. Rather than that, he's just going to turn around and bill you, right? I think that's, crazy to say the least. At worst, it's a lot of other stuff, all right? 631-451-1039. Get your speaking to little old me, and we'd like to hear from somebody out there about that. I'm sure somebody has an opinion on that. Again, folks, this is stuff that's going to eventually make its way here. Trust me. All right? It's got legs, and it's already showing up in 3 or 4 states. All right. Hey, folks, listen. The insurance companies are in the insurance business, not the collision business, right? So why let them dictate where you get your car repaired? You wouldn't go to a foot doctor for a heart problem. All right? So you should never allow the insurance companies to suggest where to have your car repaired. All right? Point blank. Right? They're selling insurance, folks. They're not selling auto body. They're not selling paint. They're not selling paintless dent repair. All right? They're in the insurance business. Okay? So let the collision guys do the collision work and the insurance guys worry about the insurance. All right? We always stress how important it is here as consumers you understand your rights, expectations, and options when dealing with the insurance company. All right? And why choosing just any body shop today is a very bad idea. Folks, I can't stress that enough. All right? You can't just throw a dart up against the wall, all right, or put turn around 3 times and have somebody, point you in one direction and just say, all right, I'll pick that guy. All right? It's just not going to happen. All right? There's a lot of body shops out there, a lot. Okay? And, some of these guys have been around 30, 40, 50 years, and that's great, but, as I like to say, it's great for posterity, but is it good for, is it good for you, right? Probably not. Okay, and it's not to disparage those guys who've been fixing cars for that long. I'm sure they have a tremendous skill base. They just don't have the knowledge base. And if they have the knowledge, they may not have access to the things that they need to have access to today. All right, a lot of these cars today have multiple materials in them. Plastics, to fiberglass, to composite, to carbon fiber, to aluminum, to boron, ultra high strength steel, all this type of stuff. All right, and it sounds space age, some of it, and it is, okay. And is your guy going to be? Is he going to be educated in that? Is he going to have the equipment? Is he going to have the technicians? All right. Does he have the ongoing training to support all that? I know it's a lot of money. I work at V&J Auto Body, right? One of our amazing sponsor here, and V&J Auto Body. I can tell you without a doubt, right, that we are a 21st century facility. Okay, and we are a forward-facing shop. We're a leader in the industry. But there's a reason for that, because they've invested a lot of money. Right? It takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy and a lot of effort in materials, in people, in training, education. Okay, and a lot of these guys just don't have that anymore. It's a lot of capital today to stay in business. All right. And, unfortunately, if that's the only thing you know, or that's what you've been doing for 30, 40, 50 years, it's hard to turn around and, and acknowledge that. All right. I get that. All right. But that doesn't mean that, that you should be the one to have, that you should take your car there and try and Russian roulette type of thing. All right. So you want to go to collisionservicenetwork.com. Okay. And you're going to avoid all that, all the frustrations, all the financial heartache. All right, by going to collisionservicenetwork.com and choosing one of our amazing business partners. All right, and that's personal injury, auto body, and auto insurance as well. All right, so hey, we didn't really get to the V&J segment today. All right, but we will touch on that next week. All right, and what we'll be discussing for the V&J segment, we're going to drill down into the EV vehicles, more specifically Tesla. Okay, we were the first Tesla-approved facility. When I say we, V&J, because I work there. All right, so V&J Auto Body was the first approved facility for Tesla in Suffolk County. All right, and to this date, we still are the only one. There's one other body shop who will remain mentionless. Okay, because unfortunately, that shop has chosen a different path. Okay, in their business acumen. Okay. By that, we mean that they have chosen to be a partner with the insurance guys. And, that's fine. And it works for them, but doesn't work for us. And it doesn't really work for the consumer. Okay. And that's our humble opinion here at Collision Services Network. All right. We don't feel that business model serves the interests of the consumer. It certainly serves the interests of the insurance company. I can tell you that without hesitation, because remember, I was in that industry for 25 years and I heard I heard many a theme talked about around that, all right, regarding the direct repair programs, the insurance sponsored programs. Big money saver, folks. That's why they latched onto it. All right. Remember, what do I always say? Insurance companies do one thing very effectively. They look for ways to save money when, where, and often. All right. Don't let them do it with you. Hey, that's the end of the segment, the end of the show. But we will be back here next Tuesday live, 3 to 4. We'll be at it again. All right. And we look forward to doing that as always. Please go to collisionservicenetwork.com, all right, for all of your insurance, auto body, personal injury, and auto broker insurance needs. See you next week. Everybody have a good week and a good weekend, folks. Drive safe.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.